Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady and welcome back to my channel for another Christmas project. In today's video, I'm going to show you 3 ways how to create Christmas cards for beginners. So if you're new to my channel and if you're new to paper crafting, I really hope you will enjoy today's tutorial. I'm going to show you how to create those 3 cards, and if you like them, I really hope you will enjoy today's video and actually craft along with me. For all my cards today, I'm going to use the products I got last year for Black Friday, and I got all those supplies from Hunkydory. And first I'm going to use Hunkydory, the 6 little book of Christmas. As you can see, it has lots of beautiful images you can use for variety of projects, but if you don't have this book, you can use any design papers from your stash, and I do encourage you to have a look and use whatever you already have. You don't need to buy any new supplies to create today's cards. So yes, this is the first one, and then I got that beautiful contemporary set from Hunkydory as well, and this one is called Christmas Luxury Topper Collection, and all the names of the products I used in today's video you can check in the description down below if you're interested. But as I said before, you can use any design papers from your stash. You don't need those particular ones, you can choose whatever you want, and the same goes with the color palette. You can be inspired by some of my makes, but I really want you to experiment with whatever makes you happy. As you can see, in this set you also have some toppers and sentiments that I'm going to use as well for the cards, just to make them super quick and beautiful. So yes, here you can actually some of the examples of the cards that Hunkydory shows you, and you can use some of them for your makes as well, and I do encourage you to play with whatever you've got. I'm also going to use Moonstone cutting dies from Hunkydory, and these are called Nested Baubles. As you can see, you can create some shaker elements, but I'm going to just use them to create bowls, and I really like this set. I haven't used it so far, so I thought today is the day just to make 3 very quick cards with square cut bases. And first I'm going to use that bigger element, and I'm going to die cut some of the elements from Hunkydory, the 6 little book of Christmas. And for my very first one, I decided to use that Father Christmas. This image is just so pretty and I simply couldn't resist. I also put those 2 cutting dies together and used gold mirror card to create that gold frame. And if you like it, I really hope you will use that trick for your makes as well. And as I said, you can use those bubbles to create shaker elements as well. So from the contemporary set, I'm going to use that beautiful green color. As you can see, it also has some gold elements, and this foil is just so pretty in real life. As you can see, I've got 6 by 6 inches cut base, and using that green design paper, I cut myself 2 edges, but also with the leftover, I've got the middle part, and I'm going to show you how to hide those elements, so it will be one continuous line. And I do encourage you to use any scraps you've got in your stash, because this is the way to save them and use them for more projects. As you can see, I'm using my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, to put all those elements together. And now I've got 2 strips of gold mirror card. They are super thin, and this is the way to actually hide all those elements. So yes, you can use that trick for your makes as well, and if you do it, please let me know in the comments down below. I also wonder how many Christmas cards have you created this year, or maybe just going to start. And if you are going to start, I really hope you'll make enough for all your friends and family members. And if you do create them every year, please let me know how many roughly do you create. As you can see, I put a little bit of double-sided tape because the paper from that Hunkydory book is very thin, and this is the way to actually not show the glue through. So put double-sided tape on first and then few drops of liquid glue. I also die cut that crown for the bubble, and and I think that adds a little bit more interest. Now from the same contemporary set, I'm going to use the sentiment, and I think the color palette really matches, and if you like it, please let me know. As you can see, I really struggle to take it out, so I'm going to use my scissors to cut all those notches. And I do encourage you to do the same, because all those elements will look professionally finished. Using double-sided foam adhesive, I'm going to add a little bit of dimension, so my card looks more luxurious. But still, it is super simple, because you cut all those elements and put them together really quickly. Now it is time to add some gold gems and our card will be complete. As you can see, this card doesn't really take much time and it is beautiful. It really looks luxurious with all those gold elements. And it is time for card number 2. Again, I'm going to use the 6 Little Book of Christmas, and this time I'm going to use that Christmas gnome. I think it is so cute and I think it will be perfect for today's project. And again, I used the same cutting die from Hunkydory and I created myself a gold frame. And this way I'm going to have a small collection of cards. Like in this case, there will be 3 Christmas cards with the same theme, but slightly different. And if you have never ever tried it, I really recommend you do it, because you actually stretch your creativity and it makes your crafting even more fun. From the contemporary set, I decided to use those blue design papers. They're just so beautiful and they also make me think about folk art. And if you agree, let me know in the comments down below. I also wonder, do you prefer gold or silver for Christmas? Now, using my scoring board and 6 by 6 inches card base, I'm going to create a scoring line at 3 inches. And I'm going to fold it, burnish, and we've got easel card. Super simple. So when this is ready, yes, we can start assembling all those elements together. And again, I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, to put all those elements together. And as I said before, if you don't have these design papers, don't worry, you can use whatever is in your stash. So have a look, explore and experiment, because that's what card making is about. Seriously, just have fun. And Christmas is coming, so if you start now, you'll have plenty of time to create all your makes. Now I'm going to add the crown for my Christmas gnome, and it will be time to actually put him on our card. And this time I'm going to put the double-sided tape at the bottom, only at the bottom, because it is an easel card. So if you put it at the top, it will be stuck and we won't really have that dimension. So what you want, only the tape or glue at the very bottom. And as I said before, this paper is super thin, so if you add that double-sided tape and then a few drops of liquid glue, it's not going to warp. Now it is time to add a sentiment, and that will be our stopper for the easel card. And I also wonder, have you ever created easel card? I really like that technique, but I don't really make them that often. But with this collection, I thought, why not? Let's make something simple, quick, but also effective. And now I'm adding a little bit of double-sided foam adhesive because we need that dimension for the stopper. Use few drops of liquid glue and now everything will be adhered forever and our card is complete. Super quick, isn't it? So yes, now we've got the square card, easel card, and now it is time for inverted easel card, which is slightly different but still some dimension. I absolutely love that nativity scene, so I couldn't resist. I die cut it using the same bubble from Hunkydory. And again, if you're interested in any of the products I use in today's video, check the description down below. So when these elements are ready, I'm going to start creating our card. And if you haven't seen my 3 cards with Christmas baubles from a magazine, the link is in the top right corner. So yes, I really like this bauble, and if you like nativity scenes, I really hope you will use them for your Christmas makes this year. I really like that blue and I think it will work so well. But I also wanted to match it with a little bit of gold, and this design paper looks like there are gold stars everywhere. And with that, the same panel, I'm going to create that strip with the same gold pattern. I love it, and I couldn't resist with that green and gold here just for extra interest. So now you can see all three panels side by side, ready cut. And as I said before, we're going to create an easel cut, but this time it's going to be slightly different. And if you have any notches on your elements, just use your scissors so all the elements will be beautifully and professionally finished. So yes, it is time to start assembling all those elements, and again I'm using my one and only liquid glue. It is a bookbinding glue and it dries clear, but you still have time to maneuver all those elements if you need it. And my very big tip for you, if you need to card making, create some mats and layers, which means whenever you create a panel, make sure it is slightly smaller than your card base. And using my scoring board, I'm going to actually score it at 3 inches again, but this time I'm going to fold it the other way, and this way we've got inverted easel card, super quick and easy, but you can also turn it as a Z-fold card as well. It is time to put all those panels together, and again, one and only liquid glue, magic glue. And let me know if you have ever used that magic glue in your paper crafting, and if you have, do you like it, or do you have better alternative? I'm really curious. If you have any excess of the elements, you can always trim them with your scissors. And in this case, I've got my Crafter's Companion scissors, and I think these are pretty good for card making. I wonder, do you have your favorite scissors for paper crafting? If you do, let me know. This time, I'm going to add that double-sided tape only at the very top of the bubble, because this way we are going to have that inverted easel cut. So with the previous one we put the double-sided tape at the bottom, but this time remember it has to be at the top, because we want the smaller and the bottom element to actually move. To add the stopper this time, I'm going to put double-sided foam adhesive, but this time it is slightly smaller. You can use any size you want for your sentiment, that doesn't really matter. You can also create some small element as well. It doesn't have to be a sentiment, can be small, elegant element as well. Now it is time to add some gold gems, and actually the card is finished. It stands proudly on a flat surface, and you can write your message on the back, so that is not a problem, and you do have plenty of space to do it. And I do wonder, which card do you like the most? Now you can see all three cards side by side, so let me know which one is your favorite. And if you're new to paper crafting, please subscribe to my channel, because every Monday I've got personalized cards on my channel, and Thursday is dedicated to Christmas makes. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video.